But you kind of talk about pitching, defense, and timely hitting, and I guess none of the above today, right?
No, and I think the score's been more lopsided. I think the feeling just going through that one, I think that's the worst game I've been a part of as head coach at Auburn. So I'll take ownership of that. But it was pretty lethargic, pretty rough outing by our guys, and it all started on the mound. And give all the credit to their guy. I really think in 7 innings we had one real swing. That was Weiss's. And then got behind, and Coach Tiefert offered some opportunities for moments on the mound, and nobody was very interested in that. And then 7 errors. I can't remember that. If somebody wants to go back and check that from a defensive standpoint. A couple of swings once they went to the bullpen and got to a point where they weren't going to use any more arms. But I think all in all, that was one of the most disappointing performances I can remember being the head coach. And you're right, it's a quick flush, and you got to get right back out here and try to win a series tomorrow. So we need to be interested in figuring out who our starting pitcher is and getting back out here and competing tomorrow.
Which, when you look at the swings at the plate, lots of fly balls. Did you see the approach kind of go away as the game got deeper?
Yeah, and I just thought, anybody in America is going to be able to catch every one of those balls. I think we went 1 for 15 in fly balls. We had one fly ball that landed on the infield late in the ball game, but that's not going to work at this level, and it didn't today, of course.
Dustin.
Coach, Ike Ivers threw out 3 base runners today. So let's talk about the progress he's making behind the plate.
Yeah, I thought it started early in the game. I thought the first one, there was one in the second there that he didn't get, and they should just keep applying pressure, and they did, because they were up in the ball game as they should, and it was nice for him. He quit running the ball to second and got his foot down, and got 3 consecutive guys thrown out. So that's really positive moving forward. He has a great arm, and I just think he's allowed his lower half to outrun his body instead of just sitting there making a throw. And I think maybe this was the first sign and a big point that you make of just absolutely there's been enough of kind of charging to second base, and he got his foot down, made a huge adjustment. And then I was waiting to see how that was going to show up in the game, because they were not going to stop running, and did a nice job.
Brian.
2 quick ones. Bobby Pearson has a chance to be back in the lineup tomorrow, and then will be Herbert Holtz tomorrow also.
Herb Holtz was back today. Bobby is not with us today, so I don't know. And if he's back, would he be 100%? McMurray, Hernandez, we can go around to the guys that kind of landed on us this week. But again, that being the excuse category, and we try to do the best job we can of not making excuses, even if it's a good excuse, a viable excuse. The game don't care. And so we have to make sure that we just absolutely, we had a leader out today, but I don't think that's the reason why we played the game we did today. And it's supposed to provide opportunities for others and things of that nature. So we'll check in with Bobby, and Anthony does an amazing job there, our docs, and get all these guys back. It's been about a 2.5-day journey for guys, and it's been like one day they don't feel good, the next day they can't get out of bed, send them home. Next day they start doing a little better after they get some medicine in them. So whatever we've had, I think they've all had the same thing, and hopefully at the beginning of the week we'll start turning the corner and getting ready for next week, and this be out of our system. And if it's run through our locker room like it has, it'll get out.
Which is Parker Carlson a guy that's starting to maybe earn a little bit more trust for the way he's kind of thrown strikes and done some things on the mound?
Yes, he was a bright spot today. And the breaking ball and the fastball enough that he's done that more consistently. And that was the missed opportunity for a few guys today to kind of show us something in that setting. You didn't want to dump certain guys in the game that have been part of our rotation, and if somebody could have just held us there. There's going to be innings and moments to where a starter for the other team is going to pitch good. We're about to enter the best amateur baseball on earth, and that's going to happen from time to time. But nonetheless, you got to keep dominating the routine play on defense, and guys have absolutely got to grow up, or we got to figure out who we can go with and who's making strides and who's not. And Carlson's definitely one of those making strides, and you feel like that he is absolutely ramping up in the pecking order because of the pretty consistent work that he's done early this year.